Hey everybody, I'm Odin, and today we are playing Elin. You might be familiar with this game if you ever played Ilona. This is the successor to Ilona, and it's basically, it's an RPG, it's Sandbox, but it's incredibly complex. Like, there's so many things you can do in this game. I haven't played, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't played this in about a month, but I did put 18 hours into it, pretty much, in the span of a couple of days, which is not like me. I put a lot of hours into it. Again, that for most people, that's not a lot. For me, that's a lot. I'm old. Thank you. Anyway, so it's a sandbox RPG with just all kinds of things you can do. I haven't even scratched the surface of all the mechanics, but I'm going to just show it to you in case you were unaware of this, and maybe you'll like it. It is in early access. It's continually being updated. Let's just get into it here. We're going to create an adventure. So here, a lot of the stuff can be randomly generated. You can just re-roll things here. Like, if we just re-roll, we can change our name and our title and things like that. Over here, you can just use these icons to change individual things. So like here, I'll go ahead and make this a dude. The age, let's say grown up but not old. Why not? Alias, the Vice. I don't think the alias has anything to do with anything. So, well, that's fine. Our father was a burning paladin, our mother was a poker-faced peasant, and our birthplace was some park in the west. That's weird. And then when you can choose your race here, and as you can see, it's going to change your starting attributes, and also you see the little fires there. Those indicate things that you're particularly good at. The larger the flame there, the better you are at it. Or I guess it means you can probably learn it more quickly. I don't remember exactly. So looking here, these are, let's see... They don't like the Empire. They're the pinnacle of a mechanical civilization. I can't even talk right now. Gifted with a heightened learning capacity. They can really handle mechanized stuff. These dudes are skilled in magic and magical tools. These here, let's see. Their physical fragility limits them from wearing gear heavier than 1 stone, but they have a high resistance to nearly all elements. They have really good magical prowess. Hill folk are stout and rugged, and they're short. Of course. Possessing advanced mining and crafting skills, their sturdy bodies are equipped to thrive in the darkest and most toxic of environments. They have a profound love for alcohol and can summon strength beyond their usual capabilities when they drink. These are the nomads of South Tiris. They often drift into banditry. Alright, so they're kind of notorious for that. They're very dexterous. They have sharp senses, high learning ability, masters of all trades. They can live through performances, and that means, like playing music and stuff. These people are, let's see, mystical, beautiful beings. They prefer isolation. They have resistance to ether, and they have vast magical powers. The chaos shape are the deformed ones. There's not a lot known. The snail is, well, I don't know why you would choose that. And then lich, immortal undead, endowed with immense intelligence and magic. They're vulnerable to fire. They don't have physical stamina for direct combat. So I would probably go, I don't even know what I chose the first time around. I probably would want to go with this race here. You get the traveling chef feat right here, which I think would be nice. Efficient feeder, because you do have to maintain, food and all that kind of stuff, and it can get kind of irritating. So that could help. You would have stealth, spot hidden. All of this is good. But this is what I would probably normally go with. The really strong drunkards. So you know what? We'll probably go with the Hillfolk. I mean, I might as well go with what you know, right? So what are we looking at here? We're looking at a strength of 12 here, and endurance of 11, and perception of 10, and then our will and magic are really high, which is kind of unusual, I would think, for the Hillfolk race. We could re-roll it, but, I mean, is that really what we want? Let me see. Oh, that's going to re-roll my little avatar. My bad. I thought that was going to re-roll this. It's not. And you can actually edit your individual little avatar here. That's right. I really wish my strength and endurance were higher. I'm not sure why. Like, when you go to Hillfolk, you see how magic and charisma are much lower than strength and dexterity, so I don't know why we got these numbers. Kind of curious. We've got to be able to re-roll that stuff too, right? You would think. But I don't know. Okay, that's the actual, and the picture there. Let's try re-rolling this. Will that, okay, none of these re-roll my stats. All right. Oh, you know what? It's probably the class. Okay, I'm an idiot. Like I said, it's been a month. But if you watch my videos, you know I'm an idiot. You know that I'm never prepared, so it's no big deal. Yeah, let's change our... Let's go to warrior. That's what we want. Okay. So warriors use their bodies as weapons, relentlessly destroying obstacles in their path. They're not adept at wielding magic, but their impressive combat prowess is undeniable. So that's obviously what we want, but you can also be a thief, a wizard, a farmer, an archer, a war mage, a tourist for some reason, a pianist, and a priest. So we're going to go with warrior, and that's going to fix this. There we go. Now our strength and endurance are ridiculously high. That's what I like to see. Also, for our skills, we got mining, weightlifting, so we can carry more stuff. That's going to be important. Two-handed, shield, heavy armor, regeneration, tactics, that increases your melee damage. That's nice. Right, and so we've got these racial traits of high life and speed. We have mead blood, so when we are drunk, we walk straight and we get various bonuses. Also, we have poison and darkness resistance. We have an increased hunger cap and weapon mastery. That's what we want. That's what we're going to do. We will start with a prologue here. You can choose a knight in the meadow or these test ones. We're going with a knight in the meadow. And there are extra races and classes that you can unlock, but I don't have those, so let's just create. All right, difficulty. I'm probably just going to go with Adventurer. So this is recommended for adventurers who have grown familiar with the world. You cannot save at any time, and your fate is left to your decisions. Now that... You know what? Actually, I'm so bad, I'm going to go with Novice, because I do need to be able to save whenever. I need to save Scum. I'm sorry. You might be able to change... It might be locked here. Oh, no, you can change that to just make it custom. Oh, well, let's just make it Novice. Who cares? All right, we don't want permadeath. We don't want initial death penalty. Well, we might... No, yeah, we want the protection. Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's go. All right, so they're going to have this little introduction here that's going to tell us about the world. So a long time ago, now forgotten, the remnants of many civilizations are buried in the earth, and the 11th era of Ilva began with the scars of the Remido still unmended. Of course. The fires of war started by the ancient desert empire soon spread over the world and brought a long period of confusion to Ilva. After losing the Siren airship on the western continent, like what? The empire gradually withdrew from various regions. Humans celebrated the first victory and peace they had won, and people once again returned to their serene lives. However, they never forgot the betrayal of Elias, who had remained quiet during the war. Eventually, 15 years passed. So that's supposed to kind of orient you, but it doesn't really. Anyway, so now we're looking at the game here. Alright, you are awake. This is whoever this is, we don't know who they are. No, lie down still. You were out cold for a while. It is fortunate that we found you before too late. Never wise for human to step into the forest of Elia, especially in the midst of night like this when the wind is strong and the trees are astir. Or astir. Why did I say astir? I don't know. Now, we have brought you here, and it seems we're losing a night of our urgent journey. Not that I'm complaining, well, not much. At least my companion is content with this unexpected break. Are you a traveler? What brings you to mysilia? Am I prying too much? Sleep well for now, for there's always calm when you truly need it. Alright, so we got these two strangers with us. So this is where our story begins. Ash was as sarcastic as ever, but he seemed more pleased than I was with the little break you unintentionally gave us. So this is the other person talking to us. The fate that lay ahead of mysilia, the truth of the world and the choice we have made, and the scars it has brought to Ilva. Unaware of what was yet to come, we gazed at flames of the bonfire, waiting patiently for the dawn to break. All right. So, our mysterious guest finally wakes up. There's porridge right by the bonfire, already getting cold, though. Come to me when you've filled, we need to talk. So there's going to be a lot of tutorial stuff here in the beginning, so we're just going to let it do its thing. Alright, so we got this helper here. Good morning, sleepyhead. Don't worry, you're not hallucinating. I'm Niran, your guide here, to assist you on your journey. Seems like you've just woken up, so for today I'll just give you this adventure log, a handy tool that lets you replay our conversations anytime you want. Alright, cool. Alright, and you'll notice there is a log down here just telling you what's going on. This is going to be important. Over here you're going to see also your health and your mana and your stamina. Here is our inventory tab. We've got some bandages here, and we've got our adventure log. We can right-click to read the adventure log, and it will replay this for us, and any other entries we get. This is our abilities panel right here. So we have the rest ability. We have the quick craft ability. We have self-harm. This is, well, I mean, it's what it sounds like. And then pray. All right, so those are the only things we have for right now. You can sort them by their category right there. Also, here's your quick bar. This is the character screen, and as you can see, we're only wearing this shirt. It's the only thing we have. We don't have anything else. It's kind of weird. And then you can see our status, our reputations, and other information. And we'll get to all of this stuff soon enough. And then we've got the journal, which is going to tell us about our quests and the factions and things like that. So this is turn-based, so nothing's happening while I'm standing here like this. So if we mouse over things, you're going to see the description up there in the top. So there's vegetable soup that they want us to eat. So we're going to left-click, we're going to go pick it up. You pick up a vegetable soup, it's a new item. All right. Go to inventory and right-click to eat. And as you can see, we are in fact eating, and time was passing while we were eating. Turns were passing. And this person has something to say to us. And again, if you mouse over, it tells you who they are. This is the shadow of mysilia. And overmatched means if we tried to fight them, we would get the crap beaten out of us. That's what that means. So left-click to talk. Are you feeling a little better? First things first, you've earned this. He tosses you a piece of parchment. Don't worry about it, it's just my quota. Although a deed for land sounds like a good thing to have, I doubt if anyone gives a damn these days. Throw it to the bonfire if you like, for all I care. I am Ashland, on our way to the royal capital of Palmia with my companion. You aren't from around here, are you? I suppose I could spare some time to teach you the way of living in this land before we part, if you wish, of course. Yeah, so you can ask him, what is the land deed? And mysilia is looking for pioneers, giving away land for free. Houses of people don't just pop up from nowhere. You'll be carving your way through bushes, and there's no one to protect the land. Eventually, you'll have to pay taxes, too. You will have to pay taxes, and it's really annoying, but there you have it. I'm not going to lie. Fiamma and I serve mysilia, and mysilia needs allies and coins. So my secret intention here is to emphasize the favor we have done to you, and hope you might be driven to make a blooming town or two for us. Alright, so this is not a bad spot for a new settlement. Why don't you go ahead and find a good spot and read the deed. Alright, so if we say, teach me the way of living, you say, what do you want to learn? Well, you know, this is how you get some more tutorial stuff. Picking and using items. So he's going to tell you, you can walk over things to pick them up. When you're holding an item, you can right-click on the ground to place it, or you can put it, click on yourself to put it in the backpack. And you can steal things from towns. And I can explain this stuff as we go. And then they'll tell you about gathering and fatigue. So you have to you're going to be doing a lot of gathering, but you have to watch your stamina. If you run out of stamina, you're going to be tired. You're eventually going to fall asleep from exhaustion, that kind of thing. And you can collect resources on the map by right-clicking on them. And some things need a tool to harvest them. And then again, it tells you it consumes your stamina. Your natural healing stops at the more fatigued you get. So if you're too tired to walk, a night's sleep in bed will relieve the fatigue. And if you can't find a bed, use rest, which is up there. Alright, so and then they'll tell you about crafting and on and on and on. Right here. And I'm just going to kind of skip through this because we'll get to it eventually. Alright, so let's go back here and say bye. And now we have this quest here. Let's claim the land by reading the deed obtained from Ashland. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to open up our inventory. Or actually, oh, it's on the ground. Yeah, let's right-click to grab the deed. There it is. And then we're going to read it. Really claim this land? Yes. Alright, so now we've got a hearthstone, as you can see right here, and this is like the central point of our town. You've claimed land with a deed of land. You're ready to report back to Ashland. So we're going to do that. Alright, the land is now yours. To celebrate your new beginning, I'll give you a hatchet. Cool. Alright, and then here's 10 gold bars. They're a useful resource that can be used to hire residents and can also be exchanged for various items. Fiamma has some beginner home furnishings, so don't forget to buy them from her. Alright, so they're going to stick around. And there's going to be some quests on the bulletin board. Alright, so this is Fiamma, or Fiamma, I don't know how you say it, whatever, so we're going to talk to her. Alright, I'm giving you one of my precious companions for a gift. What kind of animal do you like? The answer is... I mean, normally I would go with a cat, but a bear seems like something you wouldn't want to turn down, so let's go with a bear. Alright, if you get separated from your companions, you can call them back from a tavern in a nearby town. Alright, now let me see some of your home equipment here. So yes, you will be building settlements in this game, but you don't have to focus on that if you don't want to. You can focus on dungeon delving, you can focus on trading, you can focus on whatever you want. But part of it is the settlement system, so it's not a bad idea to have them going. Alright, so we have a quest board, I believe, and then so we're going to need a resident board and a home board. Also, these are recipes here. So this is for a watchfire, a millstone, a window, fence, other things, sculpting table, practice chest, old lantern, and here's 5 food recipes that are level 5. And then this is a plan of tax evasion. And this is something that you use with policies to try to lower your taxes, but we'll see how that all works. Now, I don't have any gold bars right now. I thought he was supposed to give me some gold bars. Let's see. Are there some on the ground? Okay, want to know how to use the axe. Alright, if you click on the bag, yeah. Find the axe, right-click it to equip it, and then once you have it, right-click on a tree, and you'll be able to chop it down. Yeah. So, okay, you see the numbered slots? If you drag and drop the axe in one of those slots, you can easily switch between tools using the mouse wheel. So we can do that. Okay, thank you. So we can do this, right? And then we can do that. Oh, there's the gold bars. We do have them right there. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, this is a quest board. So if we click on this, and like I said, this game is so complex, there's no way I can cover everything in a timely manner. I'm just going to try my best here. So these are requests. So these are quests. You need to learn this to run your base, learn the art of craftsmanship, train for combat. Over here is where you can recruit people to live in your settlement. And that's how much gold it costs right there. This is how much time they're going to be available to be recruited. And you want to pay attention to what their work is. This person will do farming, this person will do hunting, this person will do singing. Oh, who needs that? And then the adventure ranking ranks everybody in the world. It's kind of crazy. Alright, so anyway, let's go over here. Let's talk to you again, and I want to see the equipment. Okay, there's our 10 gold bars. So let's buy the home board, first of all. Right-click that, and we're going to buy the resident board. And we'll be satisfied with that for right now. So the home board, we're going to right-click it, so we're holding it now. And by the way, you can walk around with WASD. You don't have to left-click like I was doing to move around, but you can still left-click to move here. And I want to place that board there. And so, if we click on the home board, you can see here, if there's anything going on, it's going to tell you here. There's too many plants. The crop yield will be negatively affected. You'll see the fertility is -90. One way to get your fertility up, maybe the main way, is to get rid of the weeds on your land. So keep that in mind. Here's where you set policies. All right, and I believe you have to use admin points to do this. And this is the cost in admin points. So you can have an anti-littering law, a weed pulling campaign, so residents will be more likely to pull the weeds up so you don't have to do everything. Growth boost, resident tax. I'm pretty sure you have to use the admin points here and not gold bars. But like if I click gold boost, oh that's right. Okay, so yeah, so that uses 3 of the 5. So this will promote the growth of our Hearthstone. And if there's too many people and the taxes are getting too high, you can suppress the growth. And I'm gonna do the weed pulling campaign, so they'll help me with that, and the anti-littering law because they will litter all over the place. And then you can use gold bars here to level up technologies for the settlement. But for now, that's good enough. Now we're going to place the resident board. I'm just going to put it right here. And the resident board is going to tell you, well, as it says, a list of the residents at your base. You see the briefcase item right here. If you hover it, you'll see their hobbies and jobs. Some improve security or fertility. Others produce valuable items. But if the environment isn't right, they won't do their jobs. Jobs shown in yellow are impossible to perform. But if you get the right furniture, they will start working. The quality of beds is important also. So I'm here and the cub is here. That's it. We have no guests. We have no livestock. There you have it. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's pick up let's get some weeds. So if I mouse over this, it says that's a weed. This is a white flower. In the beginning, the flowers are going to be important because you can eat them. So I'm going to right click on these to collect them. And I'm collecting them a little more quickly than usual because I'm using the axe. Let's get weeds. Mushrooms you can also eat. This fairy wants to have some. Go ahead. I don't care. All right, these are my favorite. Remember that, okay? Mushrooms are tasty, but they don't keep you full for long, and the fact that they spoil over time is a downside. All right, that's fine. Okay. Food spoils if you leave it out too long. You didn't know that, and it'll make you sick, of course. Nuts and cooked food can last quite a while. With a millstone, you can make meals. And you got to make non-perishable food before you take a long journey. Yeah, pretty much. So anyway, we're going to grab this leaf here. Actually, I should just walk over it. That's going to be the easiest way to pick things up. But I'll just grab some more things. By the way, where this darkness is, that's the end of this tile. So we'll go to the world map if we go over here. That's why it says enter. But let me just pick up a few more things here, and we're just going to keep an eye on our stamina. Pick up these weeds. Let's pick up those. Let's get this vine bush. Crim is a nut that you can eat. Alright, so this is a reinforced plank. We can mine it, but right now, let me close the inventory so I can see better. I don't need to pick up the stones right now. Pick up this leaf, get some more of these mushrooms. Yeah. So right here, this is how hungry we are. Currently, we're filled, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's get this out of the way. Okay. Yes, we don't have to worry about eating right now, but there you go. Let's keep picking the flowers and the weeds here. Also, what's going to be really important are these blueberry bushes. This one's outside of the tile, so we can't get it. But this one we can get. So we can harvest the berries right here by right-clicking. And so now we've got some blueberries right here. Blueberries are great. They are very good. And this right here, the yellow flowers, you can eat these. It's fresh. It's edible. A red mushroom, I think, is a bad idea to eat, but I'm pretty sure these regular ones are just fine to eat. So keep that in mind. We have some vines, some grass, grass branch. If we go over here to quick craft, by the way, I think we have to right-click it. Yeah. These are the things we can make without a workbench. So a workbench is something we can make. And over here it tells us what you need to actually make it. So we need logs of any kind. We need 2 logs. We could currently make bait or a makeshift arrow, but obviously who cares? If we wanted to make a sleeping bag, we're going to need pieces of fiber, skin, and string. And you can make string out of the vines, but we'll need a workbench. So let me go ahead. All right, skill up. So our gathering skill has gone up to 2, but we are tired. Why? Because look at our fatigue right here. So we don't want to totally run out of fatigue, but real quick. Okay, now do you know the fairy tale of the ugly beast? Every now and again there's going to be the shaking. I don't know what that is, but it's some kind of story event. Anyway, if we look at the home board, remember our fertility was really high. I think it was like 90, minus 90. Now it's minus 59. So, also over here, let me get this help thing out of the way. We've also got the clock telling us, what time it is. It's sunny outside. This is the date. So we're running out of fatigue, so what we can do is rest here. So we'll right-click. It says, you look tired. The best way to recover from fatigue is to get a good night's sleep in a bed. Yeah, thank you. And when you get enough sleep, you might get new recipe ideas, train your skills, or even learn magic, which is kind of cool. If you haven't made a bed yet, you can use rest to sleep, but it's not as effective as a bed. I would just chop a tree down and make a bed, but we don't have enough stamina right now. Okay. So, we have fallen asleep because we were tired, so some time is going to pass. And we wake up in the middle of the night, which is not great, but it is what it is. And we learned how to make a small grass window while we were sleeping. So you can see our stamina is up to 19. It didn't fill all the way back up, or anywhere close to it, because we weren't sleeping in a bed. So we need to make a bed. So let's get some logs here. Here's a cedar tree, here's a rosewood tree. It doesn't matter what kind of wood. So let's chop this down with right-click. Alright, so it's going to drop a bunch of stuff here. We're just going to walk over it to pick it up. Alright, so you got a log. Logs, okay. You can upgrade the logs into planks. The hint is processing equipment. You can also cut stone. Yeah, we know all this. Thank you. So, looking here, we do have 2 logs. That's exactly what we're going to need. So we're going to right-click on Quick Craft. We can make the workbench. That's going to be the first thing. To make the sleeping bag, that's going to take a while. So right now, we're going to just make the workbench. So it says that we got what we need. Now, it's going to be important to pay attention to this. Look at the stamina cost. If we only have like 5 or 4 stamina, it's a horrible idea to do this. Okay, so keep your eye on that. But we've got 18, we're fine. Alright, so there we go. So now we're down to 13 stamina, and we've got the workbench. Alright, you made the workbench. Okay, let me tell you something crucial for being a seasoned adventurer. Yes, it's middle click. By middle clicking, you can interact with the items on the map or in your backpack. And you can do various things like kicking, flipping switches, mixing potions, or accessing your companion's backpack. And middle clicking will rotate things. Alright, you can just use R instead of that. So, I'm going to put this, whoops. Let's put it right here for now. That's fine. Okay, so left click to craft at a workbench. Now you'll see all kinds of things we can make, including a makeshift bed, and we do have what we need, which is just 2 tufts of grass and 4 leaves. This will take 4 stamina. We're okay. Let's make it. Alright, so we've got the bed. Now we will need to build like a house to put this bed in, but for right now I'm just going to put it on the ground, because that's just how it is. And I'll put it, you know what? Let's just put it, I don't know, let's put it right here. Alright, so our stamina's getting low again, but that's okay. Let's take another look at the workbench. We can make string, we can make walls and floors, so we're basically going to make a house out of grass. The first thing, that's what we're going to do. So we will get to that. We will eventually want to make a sawmill, but we're going to need 3 logs and 3 stones. That's not too difficult. But what we're going to want to do now, we don't have a filled status or anything. We're not hungry, because it doesn't say we're hungry, but we still want to make sure we stay on top of this. So I'm going to right-click to eat this blueberry, and that magically, thankfully, made us full, so that's great. Okay, so let's get some sleep. Alright, so I don't want to grab it, I want to sleep, so I just left-click on it, and you can pass time or sleep. We want to sleep. Is time passing? It's not passing for some reason. Why not? You are not sleepy. That's why, because we just rested, so it's not going to let us do that. That's a problem, because the stamina's not good, but I guess we can just go ahead and use it up while we can. Let's go grab these flowers, grab these mushrooms, just grab all of this stuff. And so you see we're using our stamina as we do this. So hopefully so being sleepy and being fatigued, like not having enough stamina, are not exactly the same thing, as you can tell. Alright. Picking up all this stuff. Look, an herb! Sometimes there are colorful plants growing in the wild. They're medicinal herbs or just herbs, and they're really good for your health. They can be used for seasoning, and you'll see the effects of the herbs in brackets when you mouse over them. I'm going to grab these crim berries also. Okay, now we're tired, so that's good. This is the blue herb, and you can see it says antidote, so level 3 cure poison. So that's good to know there. So let's go ahead and see if we can finally sleep. Yes, we can. Alright, so we were at 2 stamina. Now we're at 34, which is fantastic. We learned how to make a decorative ring in our dream, and we gained knowledge of Ice Arrow. So you'll see we actually have a spell up here. And it costs 3 mana. That's what that thing is down there in the bottom right-hand corner. Awesome. Alright, so again, we're going to want to build a house. That's going to be one of the jobs we need to do quickly. And we're going to want to start doing some of the quests that they have for us here on the quest board. But first, let me take a look here. We still have so many more weeds to pick. The flowers don't matter, the weeds matter. Let's just try to get as much grass as we can so that we can build a house. It's not going to be anything impressive, it's going to be very small, but that's fine. Let's collect some berries. Again, I don't need the flowers, but I can get grass from some of these. But you certainly want to get as much grass and leaves as you can, so it doesn't hurt to just kind of pick all of these things. I'm going to grab some stones, too. We have plenty of stamina right now. I'm not too worried about it. You'll also sometimes get leaves from chopping down trees and things like that, but that's going to take a lot of stamina right now. Let's just grab some of this stuff. Alright, our gathering skill leveled up. There's something I really love games that your skills level up as you use them. I don't know why I love that, but I do. Alright, basically, eventually what's going to end up happening is you're going to be traveling around the world map, and you're going to be hungry all the time, and you're going to need to sleep all the time, and it's going to get annoying, but at the same time, the game is really fun. But like I said, it's really complicated, there's so much to do, and you can't really get too much done in a short period of time. So we're probably going to have a bunch of episodes of this as I just kind of show you different things. Obviously not going to play it forever, but, for a good amount of time, just to show you what all there is going on here. It's good that we have so many blueberry and berry bushes on our land here. That's going to be very helpful. Once we eventually make a sickle, I believe, we can get seeds and plant more of these. I basically, when I played before, I basically subsisted on blueberries. I made a farm with just nothing but blueberries, and you can turn them into wine and stuff like that. Alright, our stamina's getting pretty low, but we have plenty of grass. Alright. So we're going to have to sleep again. But we have 76 grass, 20, we'll be able to make plenty of walls and floors. We can't make a door without logs, so we're going to need those. But let's go ahead and sleep. So in the beginning, there's just going to be a lot of this sleeping, but eventually you're going to get more and more stamina, you're going to get a better bed. Alright, we are hungry. So I'm going to eat some blueberries until hungry goes away and filled shows up, hopefully. There we go. Alright, so this is where we're going to end this first episode. Thank you very much for hanging out. I hope you enjoy the game as I kind of stumble through it. There's going to be a lot more to show you. Like, I haven't even gotten to the world map, to combat, to any of those things. So all of that stuff is going to be coming up very shortly in the next episode. So again, thank you. Please hit like and subscribe if you'd like to, and I will see you all next time.